The universe operates by immutable laws, and among the most powerful is the law of cause and effect. When a man destroys the heart of a woman who loved him genuinely, who gave her all with pure intention, who stood by him through storms and celebrated his victories as her own, he sets into motion forces that will eventually return to him exactly what he has given out. This is not revenge. This is cosmic justice. You see, a good woman is not merely a romantic partner. She is a force of nature, a bearer of divine feminine energy that nurtures, heals, and elevates everything she touches. When such a woman loves, she doesn't love with conditions or calculations. Her love flows like a river, pure and life-giving, asking for nothing but the chance to grow and flourish in return. She believes in the best of her man even when he has forgotten the best in himself. But when that sacred trust is broken, when her loyalty is met with betrayal, when her devotion is answered with cruelty or indifference, the very fabric of the universe takes notice. The woman may weep in silence, may question her worth, may wonder what she did wrong, but the universe never questions. It simply begins its work. The man who hurts such a woman believes he has won something. He thinks he has escaped accountability, that he can simply move on to the next chapter of his life while she picks up the pieces of her. He congratulates himself on his cleverness, his ability to take without giving, to receive love without returning it. But what he fails to understand is that every action creates an equal and opposite reaction, not just in physics, but in the realm of the spirit. Karma is not about punishment, it is about balance. It is the universe's way of teaching lessons that the soul needs to learn. The man who destroys a good woman's faith in love will find that love itself becomes elusive to him. He will encounter women who treat him exactly as he treated her, with carelessness, with deception, with the same casual cruelty he once dispensed. He will discover that every subsequent relationship is haunted by the ghost of what he destroyed. The good woman, meanwhile, though she may suffer in the immediate aftermath, is being prepared by the universe for something far greater. Her pain is not punishment, it is purification. Every tear she sheds washes away what no longer serves her. Every moment of heartbreak is actually her heart breaking open to receive something more magnificent than she ever imagined possible. The universe is clearing space in her life, removing what was never truly hers to begin with. While he moves from relationship to relationship, never quite finding what he's looking for, never understanding why happiness feels so fleeting, she is being transformed. Her kindness deepens but becomes more discerning. Her love grows stronger but wise. She learns the difference between loving someone and losing herself in someone. The universe is teaching her that she was never meant to complete anyone else. She was always meant to be complete within herself. Watch how karma works its magic. The man who once had access to genuine love finds himself surrounded by superficial connections. Those who are drawn to him now are attracted to what he can provide, not who he is. He discovers that when you make it a habit to use people, you attract people who will use you. When you make it a pattern to be dishonest, you magnetize dishonesty back into your life. The very behaviors he employed to hurt her become the weapons that others use against him. But karma is not merely retributive. It is education. Every difficult experience he encounters is an opportunity for him to understand the pain he caused. Every time his trust is broken, he has a chance to remember how he broke hers. Every moment of loneliness can teach him the value of the loyalty he discarded. The universe is offering him countless opportunities to grow, to change, to become worthy of the love he once had. Some men recognize these lessons and transform themselves. They do the inner work necessary to heal the wounds that caused them to wound others. They develop empathy, compassion, and genuine remorse for their actions. These men often reach out to make amends, not because they want something back, but because they finally understand the magnitude of what they destroyed. However, by then the good woman has often moved far beyond where he left her. Others remain blind to the patterns, blaming everyone but themselves for their relationship failure. They become bitter, convinced that all women are the same, never realizing that they keep attracting the same energy they put out into the world. They age into lonely, cynical men who had love once but threw it away for momentary pleasures or ego gratification. Meanwhile, the good woman's journey takes her through valleys of shadow and up mountains of strength. She learns to love herself with the same intensity she once loved him. She discovers talents and passions that were dormant while she was focused on loving someone else. She builds a life so full and rich that when real love finally arrives, and it always does, it adds to her happiness rather than defining it. The universe has a beautiful way of bringing the right people together at the right time. While she was learning to value herself, somewhere in the world, a man was learning to value women like her. While she was healing from betrayal, he was learning the importance of loyalty. While she was growing stronger from heartbreak, he was developing the emotional maturity to handle a strong woman's heart with care. When they meet, it's not just attraction, it's recognition. He recognizes her worth immediately because he has done the work to become worthy of. She recognizes his authenticity because she has learned to distinguish between genuine love and its imitations. Together they create something more beautiful than either could have imagined alone. This is karma at its most elegant. The good woman doesn't just get love back, she gets better love. She doesn't just find happiness again, she finds deeper, more sustainable happiness. The man who hurt her inadvertently set her free to find her true match, someone who celebrates her goodness instead of taking advantage of. But the most profound aspect of karma is how it transforms the woman herself. Through the experience of loving someone who couldn't love her back properly, she learns to love herself completely. Through being undervalued, she learns her true. Through being betrayed, she learns to trust her intuition. Through being hurt, she learns that she is unbreakable. She realizes that she was never broken by his actions. She was broken open, like a seed that must crack open to become a tree. Her heart had to break open to reveal the magnificent woman she was always meant to become. The pain was not her destruction, it was her awakening. Years pass and she barely recognizes the woman who once begged for scraps of affection from someone incapable of giving real love. She laughs at how she once thought his approval determined her value. She marvels at how far she's traveled from that place of desperate need to this place of joyful abundance. Sometimes she encounters news of him, perhaps through mutual friends or social media. She feels only a distant compassion, the way one might feel about a character in a sad story. She wishes him well because she understands now that hurt people hurt people. She hopes he has found peace, but she no longer needs to know whether he has or hasn't. This indifference is not coldness, it is freedom. It is the ultimate proof that karma has completed its work in her life. She is no longer defined by what happened to her but by how she chose to rise from it. She has taken the worst thing that ever happened to her and alchemized it into wisdom, strength, and an unshakable sense of self-worth. The universe conspired to remove from her life someone who could not appreciate her value so that space could be created for someone who would treasure it. What felt like the worst thing that could happen was actually the best thing disguised as the worst. Karma didn't just balance the scales, it tipped them dramatically in her favor. This is the message for every good woman who has been hurt. Your pain is not in vain. Your heartbreak is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of your greatest chapter. The universe is not punishing you, it is preparing you. Every tear is watering the soil of your future happiness. Every moment of loneliness is teaching you to be complete within yourself. Trust the process. Trust that what is meant for you will find you. Trust that what is not meant for you will never be able to stay, no matter how hard you try to make it work. Trust that the universe has a plan that is far more beautiful than anything you could have imagined for yourself. And to the man who hurt a good woman, understand that karma is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Every consequence you face is an invitation to become better. Every relationship that mirrors back your own behavior is a chance to understand the pain you caused. Every moment of loneliness is an opportunity to remember the loyalty you discarded. You can spend your life running from the lessons, blaming others for your experiences, and wondering why you can never seem to find lasting happiness. Or you can face the truth, do the work to heal whatever caused you to hurt someone who loved you, and become worthy of the love you once had. The choice is always yours, but the universe will keep presenting you with the same lesson until you learn it. The scales of justice always balance. The law of cause and effect never fails. What you give out comes back to you multiplied and magnified. This is not a threat, it is a promise. It is a guarantee that no good deed goes unrewarded and no cruelty goes unanswered. So to every good woman reading this, hold your head high. Your ex did not win by hurting you. He lost the greatest prize he will ever be offered. You are not diminished by his inability to love you properly. You are elevated by your capacity to love purely despite the risk. The universe is watching. Karma is working, and your greatest love story is still being written.